Hello, welcome to day 6 of our 7-day yoga challenge for you Maine Black Bears returning or new to campus in the fall of 2020. 7-day yoga challenge, and we are on day 6. So we're almost there. This is going to be the last sort of active practice where there's a lot of movement and short holds in the poses. Tomorrow, as a little treat to wind it down, will be a restorative yoga class. So we'll end in a much more passive practice that is a wonderful addition to any yoga practice, new or those who have been practicing for a while. And I will tell you more about that then, but for today, we can go ahead and get started for day 6. If you need a little bit more background information about the series or yoga or practicing yoga at home, you can see the first video and some of the other introductory information that came along in the previous videos. They work well as a sequence, but you can certainly take these whenever and however you need them. So with all that being said, let's get started in our nice, comfortable seat like we are very used to by now. As always, it can look like anything. Legs out in front, or kneeling, or sitting in a chair, or on the bed. And then closing the eyes. Mentally checking into what you're doing right now. A little bit of yoga, moving mindfully and breathing, and just spending some time fully in your body, fully in this moment. Remember that this practice is 100% yours, and everything that I say is only a suggestion, and I always encourage you to take exactly what you need, fill in whatever feels right, and to leave what doesn't serve you. And then turn your awareness to the body, honing in on a sensation or a few sensations. Maybe noticing the sensation of wherever you're sitting. Noticing the feeling of your hands on your lap, of your shoulders as they start to relax. The breath flowing in and out of your nose. And then let your consciousness take over the breath. Intentionally lengthen and deepen. And coming back into that deep belly breathing that we've been practicing. Inhaling deeply through the nose, feeling the belly button pull away from the spine. Exhale, draw the belly button to the spine. All the air leaves your lungs. Inhale deep into the belly, the rib cage expands. Exhale, knit the ribs, draw the belly button to the spine. Inhale deep into the belly. Rib cage expands and the collarbone gently lifts. Exhale, sink the collarbone, knit the ribs, draw the belly button to the spine. Inhale and exhale. And keep breathing like that using your diaphragm very intentionally, or release it and go back to a normal deep breathing. Notice if you're starting to feel a little bit calmer, a little bit more centered, and just a bit more ready to practice some yoga today. With that, gently flutter your eyes open, and we'll prepare to move the body. Extend both legs out long, just for a moment. If you had them crossed, give them a wiggle. And then pull the right foot in to the left thigh, pretty much as close as you can get it. It's not required, but you want the right knee pulling down, you want the left foot flexed, and you want to be sitting very squarely and very firmly down on the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, reach forward for that extended leg and let the hands fall wherever they may. Bending from the hips to make sure that you're really pulling on the hamstring itself. And then deciding whether just a little forward lean is enough to get you that stretch, or maybe adding on a little bit of tension, grabbing the foot, taking a strap, wrapping it around the foot and pulling. We've got lots of options, but remember it's our first stretch, so take it easy. On the inhale, walk the hands back up, tall spine once again. Bring the left foot on top of, the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Kind of find a comfortable place for it to lay. And just either grab a hold of all of your toes, wrapping it around here, or interlace your fingers in the toes. I guess it depends on how you feel about touching your feet right now. And then just start to rotate the ankle around. And again, if you have a sock on or that's just not comfortable, you can just grab on top of the toes and help the ankle roll around, really getting some movement in there. You can press on the ball of the foot or press on the top of the foot to stretch out that top tendon. And then when you're ready to let go of that, wiggle it out, and let's do the other side. So this time, left foot comes into the right thigh, right foot flexes. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, reach forward for that extended leg, forward folding. Going by feeling more than how the pose looks. And since this is a hamstring stretch, that's really the most important sensation. If you have that, then nothing else really matters, as long as you're safe. Good. Inhale, walk the hands back up. Comfortable seat. Take the left ankle over, and then again grabbing on top of the foot or interlacing the fingers through the toes. Rolling the ankle around, really finding that whole range of motion. Maybe pressing on the ball of the foot, stretching the Achilles tendon, pressing on the top of the foot, stretching all the tendons on the top of the feet. Good, and then release. From here, we'll transition to kneeling. So take your time to switch into that. Making sure to set up all the cushioning that your knees might desire for a few minutes of putting pressure on them. So you can certainly just sit here on your heels. I'll give you a side view for a moment just so that you can see that. Or you can separate the heels a little bit, separate the knees a little bit, and sit in between the heels for hero. It's up to you. That again stretches the top of the foot, and it depends on what feels good for you. So go ahead and feel that out and choose whichever one is more appropriate to you. And then interlace the fingers behind the back, reach them down, reach the shoulders down and back, chest lifts, chin gently lifts, and then exhale, forward fold over the thighs. Lifting the hands up towards your head and really squeezing here, feeling that shoulder stretch. One more big inhale, exhale, release, bring the arms out front for child's pose, arms around back for protected child's pose, and rest. Coming back to that home base. Good, and then inhale, rise on up to an upright kneeling stance. And then extend the left leg long out to the side, staying upright and firm on the right knee. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Exhale, let the left hand slide lightly down the left leg, reach the right arm up and overhead. Really looking upward, curling upward, and breathing deeply. Good, and then inhale, come up. Exhale, left hand down, right arm down, left arm up overhead. My apologies for the right-left mix-up. That's very classic of me. Really expanding through the left side, strong through the right leg and right hand. Good. Inhale, rise up with a strong core, and then exhale, bring that left knee in. You can certainly take a restful breath kneeling down. And when you're ready, we'll do the other side. Extend the right leg long and out to the side. I like to have my toes kind of pointed in 90-degree angle to my leg, but it's totally up to you, whatever works best for you. You can have it pointed out a little bit more. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, up and over, right arm slides down, strong through the left leg, stretch through the right, breathe. Trying to find those big breaths, even here. Good, and then inhale, come on up. Exhale, the left hand down, right arm up for side plank. A really open heart here. Open back, lifting up from the midsection area. Good, and now that strong core, pull the belly button to the spine. Inhale, lift, come on all the way up, and exhale, back to center. Go ahead and take another child's pose or a down dog if that's in your practice. Take a rest or vinyasa, anything that is restful for you, go ahead and take that now for the next 3 or so breaths. Good, and then the next place we're going is standing. So go ahead and take your time to find your way up there. Maybe pressing into the palms, tucking the toes, lifting the hips up and back for down dog. Maybe a breath there while you pedal out. And then to come forward to standing, exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward, step, looking forward on the mat, exhale, fold all the way. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up, and exhale, the hands to heart center. Beautiful. Take another breath here in mountain pose. See if you can engage your core here, even in this passive pose. Not locking out the knees, fully engaging the feet, shoulders rolling down, crown of the head rising up. Inhale, reach the arms up, and you can interlace the fingers with the pointer fingers up, or grab opposite elbows, maybe nestling up behind your head. Either way, some upward arm motion. And then exhale over to the right or left. We'll do the other side in just a moment, so it doesn't matter. Same sort of side bending thing we did in gate. From kneeling. Inhale, come on up. Exhale to the other side. Good. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, the hands back down to center. All right, so the next thing on the docket is a full sun salutation. And over the course of this challenge, we've kind of done all the components, but now we're putting it together. So I am going to do it 2 times, cueing the whole time. You can certainly do it once or twice. And if you want to watch the first one and do the second one, you're more than welcome to do that as well. So parts of this will probably be familiar to you. Inhale, reach the arms up through the fingertips. Exhale, swan dive with a straight spine, forward folding over 2 straight legs. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms, step or walk or hop your feet backwards, coming down through downward dog or through table. Inch forward, strong, maybe walking the hands forward, and then exhale, lower all the way down to your belly, coming through a strong plank there. Inhale, back bend, lifting up, cobra, baby cobra, up dog, whatever you like. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, push up with a straight spine. Exhale, come over the knees, down through child, or tuck the toes, send the hips up and back for down dog. And whichever one you choose, child or dog, take 3 breaths. And if you're in dog, remember to really pull the feet down, really plant through the hands, even weight distribution. Good, and at the end of your 3rd breath, exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step, hop, or walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, half back, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse, come on all the way up, and exhale, hands to heart center. That was awesome. We'll go ahead and run through that again in case you were just watching that time or you want to take another crack at it. Maybe we'll go a little bit faster this time, a little bit less detail. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Step back, coming down through plank or dog or table. Lowering down all the way to the belly. Inhale, lift up into a back bend. Exhale, lower. Inhale, pull the elbows, push up and over the knees to child or tucking the toes for down dog. Breathing. At the end of your 3rd breath, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop coming to the top of the mat, or make your way forward from child. And then on an inhale, half lift, exhale, fold. Inhale, come on all the way up, and exhale, hands to heart center. All right, excellent. So now we will practice our last balance pose and then do a couple more on the floor before our Shavasana. If you have a strap or a dishcloth or something else that's long and fabric and not stretchy, you may need it for this, or you may want it for this, I should say. No prop is absolutely necessary. And you also may want to step over to a wall. Sometimes just putting your finger on the wall is enough for your brain to feel better about what it's doing. And I'm gonna put my strap over my left shoulder, balancing on the right leg to start. And the strap is there in case I need it. So I start with my standing leg, and I like to put each toe on the ground with intention, really pressing down through the earth, bending through the knee, and then lift the left leg up and back. Take your left hand around like you have a tray, and grab the inside of your left foot. So my thumb is on the inside of my left arch. My 4 fingers are wrapped around the top of my foot, and I'm grabbing it from the inside. So from here, I'll turn sideways so you can see a little bit better. Definitely look at something that's not moving. And the strap can replace your hand if that works better for you. but I would reach my hand forward first to help me balance. Reach forward as I kick my foot back, kicking my foot into my hand, and back bending for dancer. Keeping the knee bent, really strong, whoa. And if you fall out of it, fall back into it. That's kind of like the fun, playful part of balances. One more big inhale, and exhale, release. Whoo, shake it out. That's a hard one, but fun. All right, I'll switch my strap just in case, and I'll go this way just so that you can get the view on this side. So, planting my left foot, each toe, really grounding down, bending the knee, using a lot of muscular strength, and then lifting the right foot, grabbing the foot, thumb on the inside of the foot, hands wrapped around the top, reaching forward with my left hand, bending, kicking back with the right, and lifting. And of course, you can stop this at any point, you know, because, whoops, and fall out of it and fall back into it, because even this is practicing the pose. Whoop. And if you're sweating, make sure that you're not on something slippery. So practicing it for one more breath, and exhale, release. Awesome job. Shake out those standing legs. Those did a lot of work. And now we'll move down to the floor to finish out our practice for today. Make your way down to your belly this time. Our last two poses will kind of be done from that place. I'm going to leave my blanket exactly where it is. Lower down slowly with control all the way. So the first pose that we have is actually on our side. Take a breath here in the middle though, and just kind of settle into this new energy. We'll be winding down the practice from here, so it's nice to just take a moment to breathe and settle back down. And then when you're ready, roll onto your right side, or a side where it's easier for you for the first time if you'd rather see your screen, because we'll do the same thing on the opposite side, but I'm on my right. And then you can decide how you want your arm first. So, well, actually, let's get our legs set up first, because I think that'll help with the stability. If you find that you're wobbling around a little bit, just bend your knees so you kind of have a 90-degree angle with the knees bent, and you're balancing on your hip. The left hand can come in front for stability, especially at first, and then the right arm can either be braced directly underneath your shoulder like this with the forearm down, or you can take the elbow down, prop up your head on your hand like this, like you're hanging out on the couch watching your favorite TV show. Then when you're ready, extend the top left leg. You can certainly extend the bottom leg as well. It'll lose a little bit of stability, but you'll gain a little bit of a core balance, so it's totally up to you. But the top leg should be straight and extended, and then inhale, start to lift it out to the side. And you have a couple of choices here. You can stay here with this muscular lift, causing the stretch in my glutes, in my thigh, or you can reach and grab the leg or grab the toe, pulling the foot closer to you. So it's completely up to you. It's okay if the foot kind of rotates around, but try to keep that balance right in the middle. Stretching or perhaps a muscular hold, whatever's working better for you today. And then when you're ready, exhale, lower down. Come on all the way down. Left hand comes down first, then the right, all the way back down to your belly. And you can windshield wiper the legs to release the tension. And now we'll do the other side. Just switch around so that I can keep facing the camera. So left side this time, or the other side, depending on which you chose. Bend the knees 90-degree angle. Take your right hand for stability while you set up your left arm, either propped up, shoulder reaching up, or propping the head up. Extend the right leg, and then inhale, lift, up, either holding there or adding the traction factor, pulling it all the way up. It's totally up to you, whatever is working best for you. And again, the strap here, you could lasso that foot and pull it up. That would work fabulously. Holding for one more big inhale, and exhale, release. Come on all the way down to your belly. Once again, deep breaths. And our last pose before Shavasana is one last back bend from your belly. And there are two variations. Much like many of the poses that I offer, we have lots of different options depending on what you like and what you need. I would start with in a Sphinx with my elbows underneath my shoulders, just starting to get into that back bend place. Then if you'd like to progress to half bow, take the left arm, cross it over in front of you like a 45-degree angle or maybe even all the way across, and then lift the right leg, take the right hand back around, grab the foot just like you would in Dancer, thumb on the arch, fingers wrapping around the top of the foot, and the same motion. So kicking the foot into the hand, hand into the foot, and back bending here. The same thing would go for the other side. So you can certainly, while I'm explaining the next option, if you choose that option, you can switch over to the other side. The other option would be full bow. And this is a very challenging pose. It's a nice back bend. It's pretty fun. If it's in your practice, I'm sure you know where I'm going. So come all the way back down to your belly, reach back and grab both feet on the outside this time. So you're grabbing on the outside of your foot, but thumbs still on the arch, fingers wrapping around the top. And then the same thing happens, but in both directions. So kicking both feet into the hands, hands into the feet, and back bending, depending, and listening to your body. I'm gonna back off for sure, because my back just asked me to. And maybe going back to the half if that feels better in your back today. Whatever you choose to practice, 3 more breaths. And then exhale, release, lower everything down all the way to the mat. You can just lay here in stillness for a little while or windshield wiper the legs to release some tension. And we've arrived at Shavasana. So take your time to get into whatever Shavasana works best for you. Classic, of course, is just laying flat out on your back with the legs extended long, letting the feet kind of flop to either side, palms facing up a little bit away from the body, closing the eyes and laying here for about 5 to 10 minutes. And remember that we did all of that work today for that final pose. So I encourage you to pause the video, play some meditation music or something, and veg out for as long as you need. And to close our practice, I'd like to say to you, thank you very much for sharing your time with me, for joining this UMaine Fall 2020 Back to Campus Yoga Challenge. And I look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow for day 7, restorative yoga, and our final day of our 7-day yoga challenge. You made it this far, you did a great job, and I'm so proud of you. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste. Have a wonderful rest of your day, whatever it looks like for you, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.